Welcome to week 2 of beginning acrylic painting. We're going to go over some of your required materials for this course. On the list we have the golden color mixing set. There are 8 tubes of paint in here. These are the heavy body paints. You can see this is what a heavy body paint usually comes in. It's a tube like this, it's an aluminum tube. Your paints are going to be the 2 ounces, so they're about this size. I have all the same colors that you're using, but I'm using fluid paints, which don't worry about that. I just prefer these for some other reasons, and I happen to have them all. So mine are going to look a little bit different than yours, but you have the right ones. Let's see. Besides the golden color mixing set, I want you to also get an extra tube, just a 5-ounce tube, which is a little bigger than this one, of titanium white. That's what this is. This is going to be our go-to white. Next, we've got Liquitex glazing medium. You can buy any brand. It doesn't have to be Liquitex. Golden makes some great ones. Blick brand makes some good ones too. This is our glazing medium. Next, you'll want a paper palette. I suggest a 9 by 12 inch paper palette. I don't have one because I use glass. I have several large glass palettes in my studio, and they make the best palettes in my opinion. Next is canvas paper, 9 by 12 inches canvas paper. It doesn't have to actually be canvas. There's several different types that will accept acrylic paint and work just fine. This happens to be actual fibrous kind of acrylic canvas paper. So something like this, the kind we have on our list, are going to be perfect. Next is a palette knife. I have just one on the list for you, but I wanted to show you a couple of different shapes and sizes. So this one was a little bit more of a diamond shape. This one's bigger. It's really a matter of personal preference of what type of palette knife you end up liking. So starting out with one like this is great. It's right in the middle, kind of a medium size, and it has sharper edges. These corners, these sides are going to be great for mixing, and I'll teach you all about that. Next, we've got brushes. These are all synthetic hair brushes, which is perfect for acrylic paints. This is what's called a flat brush. That probably makes sense, right? These are round brushes. That's all you have in your kit that I suggested you buy. If you go and buy your own, that's really all you're going to need. There are other types. Let's see if I can show you a few. I have many, many types of brushes that I've collected over the years. Let's see, something like this that's sort of rounded is called a filbert tip. This is a little frayed. But see, it's basically like a flat, but it's shorter, and that's called a bright brush. Something else about brushes, just so you know, there's a little number here. This is a number 3. Let's see what this one is. This is a number 10, and that relates to the size of your brushes. So the smaller number is a smaller size brush. Okay. And then I suggested you get an inexpensive pack of pre-stretched canvas. I don't have any that are totally unpainted, so I'm just going to show you one that I got from a pack. Okay, this is going to be great for our purposes. It's lightweight, they're pretty cheap, and it'll give you the opportunity to really feel what it's like to paint on stretched canvas, which is a little different than painting on canvas paper. There are a few other things you're going to need, but I didn't want you to have to buy those. They're things that you should be able to collect. Maybe you'll have them. You can get them when you need them. Something you might want along the way is some masking tape. I suggest you do not get the blue painter's tape. The color of the blue tape can really throw you off when you're working hard with colors. So stick with something neutral. This kind of, mauve color is fine. White is great. Let's see. Another thing that you are going to need right away is just a bowl with water, a cup with water. This is something you can get. Let's see, I got this from Michael's. It was extremely cheap, and it has a couple of compartments. You fill these up with water, and you're able to rinse your brushes out. I also have a broken bowl that I'll use sometimes, or just a mason jar. You can use an old cup, however you want to do it. We just need something to have some clean water so we can rinse out our brushes when we need it. Okay, that's it for our required material.